All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how to make hummus. I'm gonna make it a little bit different, as you'll see, but you don't need a whole lot. You need chickpeas, olive oil, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, olive oil, a little bit of toasted sesame oil, and tahini sauce. Tahini sauce is basically roasted sesame seeds. Instead of doing roasted sesame seeds, I'm gonna do roasted almonds. I just like them better. So I'm gonna start out with that and show you. I'm gonna get this pan started heating. Let me see if that's in the picture or not. I'm not quite sure if it is. It is. So I'm actually gonna bring you over here closer. We'll get this portion done and then we'll bring you back over and show you the rest. So just kind of get that heating. I'm just gonna put all those in, and you can really use whatever you want. You can use pistachios, you can use walnuts, pecans, almonds, whatever you like. Just like almonds. So put a little bit of olive oil in there, not a whole lot, just enough to kind of barely coat them. And I have the heat on about 7.5, which on a gas stove tends to, be a little bit hotter, so you might need to change that a little bit depending on your stove. I'm gonna move it up to about an 8.5. I just want to toast these a little bit. It'll take a couple minutes. And anytime you're roasting almonds, pine nuts, sesame seeds, anything like that, there's a fine line between roasted and burnt. So you gotta be with them 100% of the time, pretty much, after the first minute or two. So we'll get that kind of going. I'm just gonna step one step behind me here, grab a strainer, get that in the sink, and I'm gonna put our chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, in the strainer so they start draining. I'm gonna give this a move here. You can start to smell them, but they're not really roasting yet, from what you can visually see. But you can start to smell that roasting. And for this, I'm going to use 2 cans of chickpeas. They're 15.5 ounce cans. You can use more, you can use less. You just have to adjust the recipe accordingly. Starting to just barely brown. So we'll need several more minutes. Now I don't rinse the chickpeas because they are packaged with salt, so that will flavor it. You just need to remember that when you do that, instead of cooking them yourself, that you don't want to add too much more salt because they're already infused with it. So just keep that in mind. There we go. We're starting to turn brown. Just a little bit. You can smell them a little bit more. I'm going to start mixing them up a little bit. And you'll see this big cast iron pan over here. I think it's a 21 inch, if I remember right. We got it from Lodge Cast Iron, the actual factory store in, I cannot remember where it is now. was on a road trip we took to Savannah, Georgia, Charleston, South Carolina. It's in the mountains. Dang, of course I'm blanking on it. But anyway, you can look it up, you can find the store. But they'll ship it to you, obviously. But it's one of the best things we have ever bought for the kitchen. We use it all the time. Once you get it seasoned, really nothing sticks to it. We cook everything in it. We cook eggs, we cook chicken, we cook pork, we cook steak if we want to really sear them. We cook vegetables, all kinds of stuff, you know, and it wipes out super easy and done. So we just keep it on the stove because it's so big, and we use it every single day. So no reason to put it away. So, but anyway, just recommend that. And if you ever want to see more recipes of it, feel free to visit my wife's page. She just actually started a YouTube channel. It's getting rolling. But she has a YouTube channel, Fearless DIY, and she also has a website, fearlessdiy.com. So go check that out too. So anyway, I'm gonna take you over here and switch it up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have the almonds roasted. So I'm gonna put them in a bowl here for just a minute. Let them cool for a second while we get some other things together. And then we're gonna blend them. I'm gonna chop them up. All right. Rinse that spatula. These will cool super quick. Yeah, they're already not too hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up. I'm just gonna put them in here. And this, if you haven't seen some of my other videos, is the NutriBullet Pro Plus. This is the best blender ever. Got this from a resale shop. Wasn't sure if you liked it or not, but I use it every day now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these toasted almonds in here. And you can use a food processor, you can use another type of blender, whatever you want, whatever you have. Don't go out and buy, the latest, greatest thing, just for this. This NutriBullet Pro though, I think it's like $70 retail, which isn't too bad. And it's, it seems to be super durable and it's working me well. So, if you're interested, I'll put a link down below. Please click the link if you want to buy one. I get a super tiny portion of it through Home Depot affiliate. I believe that one is, but it helps the channel. So I will chop these up. All right. So that NutriBullet, it chops, blends, whatever you want to call it, for about 60 seconds and then stops. If you didn't happen to notice, I was banging on the side, tipping it. It doesn't mix dry things as well as like a food processor, but once you start adding liquid to it, it's easy peasy. It does great. So I got this. I'm gonna add a little, oh man, it smells good. I'm gonna add a little bit of toasted sesame oil to it. And a little bit of garlic. Chop the lid off this real quick. That little tab thing. I'm going to put about a clove of garlic in there. Maybe just a pinch more. There we go. I'll leave that open. We do not currently have any lemon juice. So I'm going to use lime juice instead, which, I don't mind at all. You can taste a slight difference, but, I make it with lemon or lime sometimes anyway. It's just a nice change. But I'm gonna put a little lime in there. All right, we'll set that to the side. Put some olive oil. And we will remix this. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt and pepper in it. There we go. Mix this up again. All right, and once it starts mixing, you can kind of judge how much water, how much olive oil you need. Just kind of play it by ear. You'll be able to tell pretty quickly. I'm gonna add, let's see. Probably 1/4 cup of water, looks like. And it depends so widely on how much seeds, whether it's, you know, sesame seeds or almond, you know, whatever that you put in there, how much water you'll need, because it'll soak it up. All right, feels like we're doing good. Maybe a little bit thick just yet. Oh no, we're doing good. All right, so I'm gonna give you a little close up here. This is our homemade tahini sauce essentially, but it's not really tahini sauce because it's not sesame seeds, but it is whatever we want it to be. How's that? So I'm gonna pour this out and put it in a bowl here. And I'm not gonna get it all out because we're gonna put it right back in with our chickpeas, so it doesn't really matter. So I can get our chickpeas and we'll put them in. Let me make sure that I'm in view there and you can see. Yep, you can, perfect, okay. So we'll put our chickpeas in. And depending on the size of the blender and how much you want to make, you can do more than 2 cans if you like. And I actually may end up having to split this in 2, we'll see. I don't remember how much this blender will hold of chickpeas. No, we should be fine. Yep, we'll be good. We'll be a little bit over the manufacturer's recommended fill line, but what do they know, you know? I mean, they just made it, right? So we'll add some more lime. We'll just add, you know, most of the other half. Get rid of these. We'll add about another clove of garlic. We're done with that. Add another pinch of salt, another pinch of pepper, another dab of olive oil. We'll add a little of our homemade version of tahini sauce. You know what? Let's just go ahead and add it all. Might as well go for gold, right? We're gonna go all out. We're not gonna split this up. Not gonna do it twice. Why would we do that? All right, we are golden there. Get some of this mess out of the way. We'll put our lid on and let's mix. give it some help. I'm gonna add some water to thin it out a little. We'll add about another quarter of a cup. All right. Give it a little shake. And let's give it another go. So they're still a little bit too thick. I'll add another. Let's toss it back on here. What'd we do? So we will see what we got here and go from there. Hopefully we're mostly mixed. I don't mind a little bit chunky hummus. I usually add some garbanzo beans on top anyway, as kind of a garnish. So got a spatula here. I think we'll actually fit in one dish. Maybe, we'll see. I'm gonna set that there. Bring it a little closer. Make sure you can see this. Yep. And we'll spoon all this out. We will be done almost. That took about 20 minutes in total. We had some problems with the blender, obviously. A good part of that is actually toasting whatever you want to use, sesame seeds, almonds. So it's not super quick, but it's not, doesn't take forever either. So, and this will keep for probably about 2 weeks in the fridge. Has salt and lime. You can use lemon as well, like I said. But probably won't last that long in our house, so don't need to worry about it. All right, so we got that. For the final touch, we'll add just a sprinkle of pink rock salt, not a lot. Just a touch of pepper. Let it settle down there. Add a little olive oil. And a few specks of cayenne pepper. My wife doesn't like things spicy, so we'll just put a dab. And a little bit of paprika. Smoked paprika is one we usually use, but it doesn't really matter, whichever one you like. I'm gonna add just a hair more olive oil around the edge. And we, my friends, are done. I'll show you here real quick. And that is the final hummus. I move over here in the white a little bit better for you. And that is it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.